lemlisters, do you want to be the next Mr. and Mrs. Beast of LinkedIn? Are you ready to start building a brand or take it to another level? I'm just gonna pretend you're all cheering behind the screen. Great! Then it's time to create a new content strategy for LinkedIn with these 10 amazing tips. Hook the reader in your intro. It all starts with your intro. As you know, you can only see the first couple of lines of the post, then to see the rest, you have to click see more. So your goal is to make a catchy intro to encourage your audience to stop scrolling and keep reading. But how do you do that? Well, when crafting your intro, you want to think of the goal of your post. What value are you bringing people, or what story do you want to tell? The best way to do this is to write out your post, or at least all the key ideas, and then go back later and add the intro. You can also make it like a preview. It's like a movie trailer. There's a good and bad way of doing it. It seems most of Hollywood only know the bad way. You have the ones that give you the whole movie in it, so why bother watching a 2-hour version? Same here for your post. Don't give away all the information in the first 2 lines, otherwise your audience won't need to read it. Then you have the ones that give you all the best scenes, so you think the movie is gonna be awesome, but it just sucks, and you realize the only great scenes were actually the ones in a trailer.
Not cool. Not cool!
As you can see, I've been betrayed a lot by trailers, so please don't do that to your LinkedIn audience. You want to set the tone and give a taste to people what they're in for. Don't give them too much, but enough so they want to see more. Here, for example, you'll get the steps to write a popular content on LinkedIn. It makes you want to click to see the other steps. Master the storytelling technique. Make a post that flows easily and it's easy to read. For that, make your post like a little story, and think about how your audience would like you to tell the story. When writing a story, keep in mind that every element you add to it should move the story forward. Many posts on LinkedIn are about something you have mastered or still learning, a motivational moment, or one of your recent achievements. All of these things have a story behind them, and your post should be centered around the story. Take this post, for example. The point of his post was that since he's no longer commuting, he started doing a daily and wide activity to get him out of the work mindset. But instead of just saying that, he walked us through how he came to this realization, what he's doing to fix it, and more importantly, what we can do to fix it for ourselves. It tells us a story that inspires us to keep reading until the end. I know storytelling isn't easy peasy. It's something that comes with practice. So make sure to constantly get feedback from friends and colleagues to find out what works best to improve your posts. Your short phrases produce long-form content. Would you rather read this or this? Last one, right? So does LinkedIn. It's easier to read and it feels shorter even though it's the same amount of content. It's like triggering a kid eating vegetables by covering them in cheese. When you pair this style with storytelling, it creates a magic formula that helps you to flow through the post without realizing that you've already gotten to the end.
And that's how it's done.
Keep in mind that every idea is a new phrase, and try to simplify your sentences whenever you can. Create posts that are targeted to your audience. Your network is the first one who's going to see your content, so take a look at who is following you and what kind of content you think they would like. Create posts that will add value for them or that they would be interested in. For example, if your network is mostly the sales industry, you want to share your best cold call or cold email practices, lesson you've learned in this field, etc. And this applies to any other industries as well. But it's not all about your audience. It's also about what you like to write about, because you don't want it to become a chore. You should find the right balance between what your audience likes to read about and what you like writing about. Tag relevant parties. Tagging people will encourage engagement on your post, and it's likely these people will comment on your post. But don't overdo it. Don't tag half of your network. Don't tag people who have nothing to do with your post, because it makes you sound desperate. Only tag people when it's relevant to them. Or if someone says something that inspired you to write the post, tag them. If you're writing a post about your experience with a company, tag them. Here you can see Guillaume tagged the involved parties in his post, Ahrefs, and its CMO Tim Solo. Add images and videos that capture your attention. LinkedIn's algorithm likes when you add pictures and videos to your posts, and your audience likes it too. It's more eye-catching to see this than this. It's like kid reading a book, going straight to the images instead of text. In general, posts with images or videos get better results. It can also be nice to include pictures with you in them. It has a human touch that reminds people that you are also a real person, not just a random person writing. And little tip, if you're adding a video on LinkedIn, upload it on the platform directly instead of linking it. It will allow you to get more reach in the LinkedIn algorithm, because LinkedIn doesn't want you to live for another platform like YouTube. Include hashtags for additional reach. Hashtags allow you to essentially label posts under a certain category, which can help make your content discoverable. Thanks to hashtags, you can search and find content that you're interested in, but you can also reach larger audiences of people who may be interested in your content. It makes you reach people outside of your own LinkedIn network. For your LinkedIn post, you don't need to go crazy, but simply add a couple of relevant terms based on what your post concerns. Usually 3 is a good number. We're not on Instagram. Master the timing of your posts. To get the best engagement possible, you should try to find the perfect time to post for your audience. This part is a bit of a trial and error. The best time to post is is usually before and after work or around lunchtime. Again, you can test all 3 of these and see which one works best for your specific network. Keep in mind, you might need to adjust this if you want to reach an international audience. Post as often as you can. The key to building a strategy is being consistent. But remember, quality over quantity. All of your posts don't have to be perfect, but don't post just to post. The most optimal amount to post every weekday, but you can start slower and build as your audience grows. We recommend getting started at 1 post per week while you build your network and keep adding posts as your week go by. Remember, you're building a brand. This requires persistence. This will really help you boost that engagement and get you to the top of the feed. Boost your engagements. Building a solid LinkedIn content strategy takes a village. To make it a bit easier, you can ask some of your colleagues to comment their opinion or tag people that might be interested on your post. Plus, if they comment right after your post, this can really boost your engagement rate. Make it a win-win situation by doing the same for them. For example, at Lemlist, we created a Slack channel for social media engagement, and every time a coworker posts on LinkedIn, they share the link in the conversation, and others can go see and engage with the post as soon as it is live. Then make time to interact daily with people by responding to their comments, but also by commenting on other people's posts. Another hack is when commenting on someone's post, make sure to add value to it. Don't just comment, "Good job, great," or something like this. This comment aren't useful and get lost. Instead, add something valuable. For example, here Chaz responded to this quote by sharing his story. You can see that his comment got more engagement than some people get on their post. The more your comment is relevant, the more it will be highlighted and people will engage. I think I can say with confidence that you are now armed to steal the show on LinkedIn. Let us know your thoughts and questions and comments. See you in the next video. Bye!